Do you know when you walk in somewhere and you're literally blown away? I didn't know what to expect today. We're down at Museum of Liverpool. It's the unveiling of Double Fantasy John and Yoko, big exhibition. And it's kind of a love story. When you walk in, you'll see what I mean by that. Paul, Deputy Director, Museum of Liverpool. Tell us all about it. What is it?
I like to think it's two stories, really. It's the love story, the personal relationship of John and Yoko. And the amazing thing about these two individual artists is their joint collaboration. Their art was their life as well, and their life was their art. So when you put all three together, that personal love story, them as creative artists, and them expressing their life through their art and their art through their life, you get this amazing exhibition.
Well, it's so funny. You think, being from Liverpool, obviously the Beatles were a little bit before my time. I know a little bit about them, obviously being a Scouser. But you think you know everything, and then you come somewhere like this, and your eyes are opened yet again. And I didn't realise how much of effect Yoko had on John, his music and his art.
People like to think that John was an influence on Yoko, and that's true, but the huge influence on him could be demonstrated almost from the time they became a couple, where they made avant-garde music that was really challenging at the time, called Two Virgins, which we now accept conceptual artists and an avant-garde artist as the norm. Then they didn't, and what they were doing was ahead of the curve.
Tell us why people should come down.
I think they should come down and discover not just a historical story. For some, that may be what they think the Beatles and John and Yoko were, but they're looking at a contemporary message as well. One of the key strands that we've got through the exhibition, all the way through it, is this message of peace. But hopefully you'll find a very personal exhibition, a very emotional exhibition, a very visceral exhibition. There's lots of live sounds and films.
And Yoko herself, can we say she's actually been to see the exhibition today?
Yoko was here for a private view about an hour before. We thought she'd stay 10 minutes. She was here over an hour. Such was her interest in what is essentially her exhibition that she has co-curated with our co-curator. She's always continuing doing what she did when she met John, which is to be making exhibitions, to be making music and making a difference.
One word I'd use to describe this is beautiful. It really is. Check it out, whether you're a John Lennon fan, a Beatles fan, or just a fan of fantastic art, culture and music. Come down to the Museum of Liverpool. It's here for 12 months. More online, as always, theguideliverpool.com.